Hey you guys. All right, today I have another product review for you. It is again from Bob and Brad. I just love their products. So last time I spoke about their massage gun. Today I actually have their Lite foot massager. Okay, so this is kneading, shiatsu massage, air compression, and heat. So all three gives her a really nice foot massage. All right, now I'm gonna go over all the things and how it works and all of that. Which is it's a pretty simple product in general, but I want to speak first about your feet. Okay, so our feet are something that we all tend to neglect highly. Now, if you are a runner, you're an athlete, or you're someone that's on your feet a lot and you practice a sport, maybe it's at the top of mind for you. But for most of us, our feet are not top of mind. Now, our feet have the most receptors and nerve endings than any other part of our body. So there's a lot that can happen through our feet. So they need to be paid attention to. Now, I definitely neglect mine. Even though I am on the reformer and I'm a Pilates trainer, it should be top of mind for me, but I think more about my clients than I do about myself, like a typical trainer, right? So they are neglected. I'm also a huge runner. And over the past 5 years, since I've been getting older and running more, right, the high intensity work that I do, my feet take quite a beating. And I've experienced a lot of issues with my ankles. I have extremely high arches in my feet. And I spoke about this too with the massage gun, with the Theragun. But this is even better than that for your feet. So if you really want to get into those feet and give them a little love and attention, which I'm sure they need, I have no doubt, then this is the way to do it. All right, so really simple piece of equipment. First, I just want to mention how extremely light it is. It is called the Lite foot massager, and they spell Lite L-I-T-E. But in general, the product itself is maybe 3 pounds at the most. You need to hook it up to an outlet. Okay, so I have a long power cable that hooks up here. I have a outlet extender, but it's hooked up to power. Extremely light. The feet pockets, okay, are really soft. So they're lined in fabric, and inside there's a little sticker that indicates where to place your foot right on top of the product. So I didn't take it off yet because I wanted to show you guys this, but the foot position is critical. So they tell you to slide your foot all the way in, and no matter what size foot you have, I promise you'll fit in here. It's a rather large opening, or large pocket. I don't know how to say it, pocket. All right, so it's very long. My feet, I've got a 5.5-inch foot, so my feet are small, but even more reason I need to make sure I slide my foot all the way into where it indicates. So there's a kneading piece that's right, or mechanical piece that's right in the center of that pocket, and you want to make sure that you get the arch of your foot right over that massage piece. So once you get your foot in there, it's really simple. You just slide both feet in there, right? You want to be comfortably seated wherever you're going to be, because the whole entire massage experience is about 15 minutes. Now, you can shut it on and off whenever you'd like to, but if you want the full experience, it's 15 minutes, and then it will automatically shut off by itself. And I went through the whole thing because I thought, oh, well, let me just try it. But it was so addicting that I sat for the full 15 minutes. So I'm telling you, it's a really nice experience. Now, if you want something, it's got 3 different settings. If you want something that's more relaxing, okay, I kept everything on the low setting for my 15 minutes. Now, I was like, well, you know what? I really want to see what the high setting feels like. And that is where you get, that was amazing. Through the air compression and the shiatsu massage, it really gets in there. Now, for somebody like me who has such a high arch, I was a little skeptical if the kneading was going to get up into my arch well enough. Even on the low setting, it really got my arch. So I was really impressed. I tend to stay away from high settings on the Theragun because I tend to be extra sensitive. But on this, I loved the high setting, and I want to go through the full 15 minutes of that. I haven't done that yet, but it was lovely. Now, it also has a heat setting. I turned mine up to high because I tend to have cold feet all the time. So if you're somebody who suffers from poor circulation through the hands and the feet, which is me, if you are like that, this is so nice because your feet get nice and warmed up. Or if you're one of those people that likes to go for a pedicure because the water's nice and warm and that just relaxes you, this is the same experience. All right, so that heat works with the air compression and the kneading tool to just make for a really lovely experience. So to turn it on, there's a little compartment right in between the feet sleeves. The power button is your top button, and then you go down to air intensity, kneading intensity, and heat. Okay, so once you turn it on, super quiet, so you guys shouldn't hear anything. They do mention placing it on a carpet to minimize vibration or sound, but I had it on hardwood floor when I was doing my 15 minutes and I didn't hear anything. It was super quiet. So any sort of noise issue, the rug cancels it completely. So I turned the power on, it's already going. Okay, it's already starting with the massage. Now, I can change, everything's on low, it starts on low. If you want to change the air intensity, I just click it once, now it's on medium. Now the air compression means how much the sleeve is going to start to compress on the foot. That's important because if you really want to get that kneading tool to kind of dig into the arch and the heel of the foot, the more air compression you have, right, the deeper it's going to get in there. So the air compression by one click of that button is now on medium, one more click and I have it on high. Okay, now I can go down from there. I can leave it like that and leave everything else on low, or I can bring them all up. So the next one is knead intensity. I click it once, it goes up to medium. So now it starts to get a little deeper with that massage tool. The next button is high. And then right below that, you have the heat. The heat settings are only low or high. Now, on the low setting, it's very mild. It's very mild. It just feels warm in there. If you go to the high setting, it's really not intense. So if you have a sensitivity to heat, it never really gets extreme. It just really feels relaxing. So the heat piece is relaxing throughout the entire experience. And then just depends on how deep you want to go into that massage. The air compression does get pretty intense on the high setting, and so does the kneading, but it feels good. So again, like I said, if you're a runner or you're somebody that's on your feet all the time, this is important, very. Even for, not just for the relaxation piece, just the feet need that work. They need that work to stay healthy and to stay injury-free. So I can't recommend this enough. Now, you know, if you're somebody like me who's like, well, I don't want more contraptions. I don't want to worry about, you know, now I have to store this somewhere. Like I said, it's super light. So they recommend storing it in the box. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna store it in this box so that the fabric sleeves don't get dusty. The fabric sleeves can be removed and washed if necessary, but overall, I can't imagine this getting very dirty unless it's with dust. So I would recommend storing it in the box like they do, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna store it in the box. You can store it on the top of a shelf somewhere because it's so light. It's not gonna weigh anything down. Yeah, it's really simple. And I mean, how easy is this? You just gotta slip it in. So if you're on the computer, right, you're seated at your computer, you know, doing work, have this right down there for your feet. That's a fantastic use of time for this. You know, if you're going to bed at night and you just want to relax for a little bit and read your book and chill, beautiful, just off the side of your bed. Honestly, anywhere, right? When you just have that little extra time, treat your feet right because they are the basis of so much. And you'd be surprised at what kind of stuff starts to sneak up on you as you get older, right? I'm noticing it now. I didn't take care of them well enough. So, amazing tool. I love it. I even love it a little bit more than the Theragun, I have to say, because I don't have as much, I don't have patience, right? Isn't that horrible? I don't have patience. But this, you don't really have to. You just slip them on and there you go. I can do my work. I can do whatever else I need to do. All right, you guys, if you have questions for me about it, send me questions. This will be up on YouTube. You can put your comments below the video. I will get back to you. If you don't follow Bob and Brad on social media, do it because the tips and the tools that they put out to take care of your body and your well-being are phenomenal. I've only followed them for a short time, but I'm so glad I found out about them because they're two physical therapists by trade, and they put out some really useful information, things I didn't even know. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the tips and tools they put out to me. So give it a check. I'm sure you're gonna love them. If you haven't tried this, there is a discount code underneath my video, go ahead and pick up that code, and I believe it is 10% off. And that's it. Have a good day, you guys.